whether the Man of War or some sort of bigger ship should be added to Sea of Thieves is a popular debate, but often ends in the cons outweighing the pros. A, the servers not being able to handle such a big vessel, and B, it being extremely unbalanced. However, I believe that a solution has finally been found to show that the Man of War can be added and be balanced whilst not overloading the servers, introducing some brand new amazing opportunities to Sea of Thieves and building fundamentally on player interactions. If we put the technical issues to the side for the moment, the biggest issue is one of balance, as I mentioned. This being with regards to letting an overwhelming number of players queue up together on a very large ship. While this may be a hurdle, there could be some creative ways to introduce and serve this in a healthy way. Let me introduce to you a brand new naval-based world event, treasure ships. With the recent construction of Port Merrick, the trading companies have brand new headquarters, and so are now prime targets for attack from pirates. For argument's sake, I'm going to use the gold hoarders as an example in this proposal. A cloud appears in the sky of a ship laden with gold, signifying the gold hoarders have been raided. When you approach this event, you would see a giant Man of War. This would be the treasure ship with boatloads of loot on board, and would act like a moving fortress that will require either a very skilled crew or multiple working together to defeat it. The objective would not be to sink it, though that is an option if a crew wish to do so, but instead take over the ship by defeating the captain and crew. Once taken over, the ship is now a free vessel within the world that anyone can use, allowing crews to team up in order to sail this behemoth and take on tasks. This means the technical limitations of servers only being able to handle 26 players are non-existent because you're not adding more into the server. You're using the pre-existing players and giving them an opportunity to sail this massive ship. This is how I believe the Man of War can be added successfully, as after you've defeated the treasure ship's captain and crew, you will struggle to operate the boat without a larger crew, and it's not guaranteed you'll find another set of pirates to join yours. Will you try and operate this beast of a ship without proper manpower, or will you go and search for others to join? Before you make that decision, you might want to see how I propose the Man of War be structured. Those who have been watching the channel for a while might have seen what I'm about to share before, as I've briefly touched upon the debate of a larger ship in the past. This 6-man vessel has been designed by many members of the community, and even 3D modelled as seen by the content creator Shoot here for XP. As you can see, the proposed Man of War has 5 decks, one more than the galleon, with 2 decks of cannons, an overcover for one of the exposed decks, 3 sets of sails with 3 to 4 individual sails inside each set, and it just looks visually stunning. That all being said, technically speaking, there is an argument to be made that the Man of War is already in Sea of Thieves, just not usable. In Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life, we see the Flying Dutchman and the Black Pearl, both of which more or less follow this exact 3D model. This is what I would expect the Man of War to look like, but would have to be severely balanced, of course, even with it being so hard to operate. The reason for this is due to the fact that if you did recruit proper numbers of people and tried to fight a sloop, the sloop would have no chance. That's just how it is. Examples of potential balance include having humongous turning circles, being extremely slow against the wind, the anchor taking a short while to raise, the list goes on. Aspects like damage can remain the same due to the principle of it being a bigger target, meaning holes are further away from the top deck, so you've got to run down 5 decks if you're at the helm. Let's talk about the functionality of the Man of War. As much as I'd love to have this vessel be a boat that just exists and doesn't belong to anyone, allowing for true freedom of play and people fighting over who has control of the boat, I can't see this being feasible, due to the sheer practicality of it. You wouldn't be able to vote voyages, customize it, vote up an emissary, or do anything with it that you would do with your normal boat. And maybe that's fine, but if we want to see the Man of War on the seas often and properly integrate it into Sea of Thieves, there has to be a system in place for crews to claim it. Let me explain what I'm proposing. On board the vessel, a crew can claim it as theirs. This would involve the captain performing an action in the cabin. Perhaps you would have to be a captain to actually claim these types of vessels. If you're not, you can still sail it, but not claim it. After a crew has the man of war in their possession, if you're not on the crew that's claimed the ship as theirs, you would have to ask to sign up for the vessel, in the crew log in the captain's cabin. A crewmate cap could be implemented of, say, 6 to 8, should the need be there. The captain of the boat can accept or deny this request. In the crew log, the number of pirates on board the boat and who they are will be logged. If a captain no longer wishes to have an external member of crew tied to the boat, the whole of his crew must vote to remove the external pirate. Additionally, should the captain not want the vessel any longer, he can relinquish command in the crew log where another crew can claim the man of war. When tied to the boat, your own boat you were sailing on before does not get sunk or removed, but your spawn point gets set on the man of war. Being tied to this huge powerhouse means that you can operate customization chests, buy supplies for it, vote up voyages, add a name, and perform any actions that you would on your normal boat. On board both the man of war and your previous vessel would be a mermaid totem that you could use to travel between ships should you need to. Finally, if the man of war sinks, it doesn't come back. The captain's position will be relinquished and all crew return to their vessels. To me, this is the perfect way to implement the Man of War to Sea of Thieves, allowing for players to fulfill a dream of being able to sail on a huge vessel, whilst being balanced and fair for all crew sizes. That does just about bring us to the end of the video though. Let me know what you think of all this down in the comments below. Do you want to see the Man of War added to Sea of Thieves, and if so, how would you implement it? Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel an absolute ton, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest Sea of Thieves news as and when it comes out. And while you're at it, why not hit the bell as well so you never miss a single upload. But anyways, apart from all that, thanks for watching and I'll see you later.